All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Marakakadash. Yahweh is the Most High's name, whom the world ignorantly called God through his son Yahushai, whom the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. Rakakadash is the Holy Spirit, all in the ancient Hebrew tongue. Double honors to the apostle elders, great millstone. And salutes and honors to you brothers out there, preach his word, saying the truth. All right, I was just, looking at the a few web pages, news, alternative news, and thought about the scripture of Job 9:24, which it reads, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked." All right, so the whole earth is given into the hands of the wicked, which the wicked is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, Genesis 25th chapter, gives you the history on Jacob and Esau. Esau is a so-called white man. Jacob represents, are the Israelites, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. All right, and only Israelites, the elect of Israel, will be saved. All right, through Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. All right, but everything in this world is wicked, man. It's evil, it's bad news. All right, and the wicked is ruling. Esau, Edom, he's the devil, according to the Bible, man. All right, so he covers the faces of the judges thereof. If not, who is he? So by the process of elimination, all right, who is this devil? Taking our heritage, man. Taking our heritage of the Israelites. All right. He did that in the Renaissance. All right, where Israelites were ruling, primarily the Southern Kingdom, with the so-called Negroes. All right. Jamaicans, Haitians. We're ruling Europe, during the Dark Ages. All right, for a period of 1,000 years, man. All right, the medieval, it's called the medieval empire, medieval ages, the Byzantine Dark Ages. That's when we were ruling for 1,000 years, man. And once Esau got in power, which is the devil and Satan pursuing the Revelation 20, he started to take down all our images, all our paintings, of us in Europe, and he basically whitewashed it. The term is called iconoclasm. He defaced our images, images, in those photos, and paint him as, looking like himself, a so-called white man. All right, that's where you get the image of people think of Jesus Christ as, so-called white man, which is essentially Cesare Borgia, and history on him. The Borgia family, you had the Medici family, Edomites, that, took over, during the Renaissance period, during the 1400s. All right. The Greeks did that. The Greek Edomites did that. Pursuing First Maccabees 3rd chapter. I think 3 or 48. They painted over, Jake's face to look like themselves, man. They're wicked, so they're gonna lie and deceive. That's their primary superpower, man. They lie, deceive. Also, they were given the sword to rule planet Earth. All right. So I was just scrolling. Everything is, is hell, is evil, is bad time, man. There's no good news, man. The only good news is, the kingdom coming. That's the good news, man. well, it's gonna be peace on earth, man. You know, uh, stocks, bonds, gold, wheat, midsummer drawdowns, which that's dealing with the financial world, where that's unjust weights and balances. Esau, controls. That's against the law. We got war that's going on. Babylon. Iran. Shooting missiles at each other. Kuwait caught in the middle. Yeah. Talking about another crash is coming. Yeah, man, just all hell, man. You see Biden old Edomite ass, trying to boost up midterms to have Democrats win. Yeah, it's all bullshit, Republican, Democrats, they all Satan, They're all the devil, man. Said Canadian woman detained by ICE for attacking teens wearing Trump pants. Violence. Violence is all run rampant all across the earth, man. All right. Oh yeah, this Canadian wildfire. That's a big thing right now, man. Canadian wildfire management fails, chokes millions of Americans with toxic smoke. All right. So these wildfires are back in effect, in Canada, and the smoke is, going down to the, to these cities in Babylon, You saw one of his data centers, man. So you gotta clear out the land for the data centers, and also 15-minute cities and whatnot. Yeah, man. Let's grab this one, Jeremiah. I think it's Jeremiah 51:25. This is talking about Babylon, America, man. Because America is the most wicked country that's on the planet Earth right now, man. China's wicked, Russia's wicked, but Great Babylon, America, that's the most wickedest nation on the planet Earth, man. All right, so this is Jeremiah prophesying the downfall of this place. Jeremiah 51:25. Behold, I'm against thee, O destroying mountain. That mountain represents government, saith the Lord. And that mountain is, it's talking about Great Babylon, America, man. The mystery of harlots, The harlot, which destroyeth all the earth. That's what America does, destroyeth all the earth, man. I will stretch out my hand upon thee and will roll thee down from the rocks and will make thee a burnt mountain. All right, so in the end, right before Yahweh, while Yahweh Shah here, delivering his elect, he's going to deliver his elect of Israel from the missiles, all right, which is going to make Babylon a burnt mountain, all right, because Babylon will be destroyed 100%, all right. The Lord's going to do it, man. Yeah, so it's wildfire, destroying people's lungs, destroying the trees and the wildlife. All because this devil wants to build his data centers and his 15-minute cities, man. Let's see. SpaceX, you saw trying to go to the moon and space and all that, man. Yeah, it's just complete madness, man. There's no righteousness. There's no righteousness in this land, man. Nothing is righteous. All right. We'll grab that. Got me thinking Isaiah 24. Isaiah 24 and 5. It said the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. All right. So Esau, he was given the earth to rule, and he defiled it, man. You know. And these heathens are defiling it. 2/3 of Jacob is defiling the land, but ultimately Esau is defiling the land, man. Let's look at that word defiled. She was gonna say like pollute or something. To profane, defile, be polluted, be corrupted. Yep. And that's under the rule of Esau Edom, man. And 2/3 of our people, man, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you have a hand in Esau defiling the earth, you know, because you basically put a battery pack in this devil's back, all right? It said because they have transgressed the laws. Which laws, man? The Lord, the Most High's laws, man. All right. So over 600 laws is written in this book, man, in the Holy Bible, man. All right. The laws that were given to Moses to give to the children of Israel, those laws right there, man. Those laws were given to the Israelites to rule the planet Earth. All right. But since we fell away and we broke those laws, the Most High put Esau Edom over us, man. All right, to show us what real wickedness look like. All right, and that's why in 2026, the whole earth is fucked up, man. Changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. All right. But Esau, we're gonna get his lick back on Esau, man. Esau's gonna get his judgment, man. All right. Right now, the Lord's using Esau for a purpose, man. Here's the purpose. Isaiah 10. I'm just going off the spirit, you know. Isaiah 10 and 5. It said, "O Assyrian," and Esau is that Assyrian, "the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hand is mine indignation." All right. So Esau is that Assyrian. Esau was given a sword to rule the earth. All right, by Isaac. All right. Which, you know, Isaac is Yahushai, you know, the reincarnation. It said, "I will send him against a hypocritical nation," and that's talking about Israelites. All right. 2/3 of our people are hypocrites. You know, majority of them say, "Oh, yeah, I love God and whatnot," but you know, they don't follow none of His laws. They don't obey the Most High and the Son. They don't call them by the true names. You know, thus make them hypocrites, man. So the Lord said, "Okay, I'm gonna have this nation Esau, Edom, the devil, the wicked, you know, terrorize you, you know. Jacob's trouble, you know, we're seeing little hints of Jacob's trouble, you know, dealing with the ice situation, you know, but it's going to get worse and worse." It said, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge." All right, so the Lord is going to basically order. All right, send orders upon Esau to take out a lot of our people, man, by the sword, to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets. All right. So Esau, he does have a purpose, man. He was created to be the wicked, man. Proverbs 20, what's that? Proverbs 16, I think. Yeah, Proverbs 16. The Lord have made all things for himself. Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. All right. Let that sink in. So the wicked is Esau, Edom. And the Lord created him for the day of evil. Evil means bad time, you know. The sorrows, that's here. Okay. Got another Revelation 6. They're talking about the horse, the red horse. Let's see. I'll pass it. Revelation 6 and 4. It said, it was prophecy, and there went out another horse that was red. Horse represents power. All right, that was red. And that's Esau, Edom. That's that red horse. And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. All right, since this devil been ruling, it ain't been nothing but hell, man. The opposite of peace, destruction. And that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. All right. Esau, this man can shoot lasers down from a satellite and create these wildfires. He got nuclear missiles. He got the projectile weapon, the gun, he got his militaries and whatnot. All right. So as Esau, that red horse, Then it gets into, the hyperinflation and, pestilences and whatnot, with these pale horse and black horse, So, yeah, I'm going to just shut it down right there. Lord willing, edifying. Shalom.